couple shout outs. First up is Mr. Tyler, who says best opening music hands down. Thank you very much, Mr. Tyler. I previewed quite a few different intro songs before choosing that one, hoping people would like it. Then next up is Chip C, who says, your videos are very good. They're very well produced. I look forward to more down the line. Please keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much, Chip. I'm glad that you appreciate the videos, and I will do my best to keep up the good work and continue to put out videos that people will like to watch. Now, before we get started, I'd like to say that this video is made possible by CB Radio. In this video, we will be talking about the phonetic alphabet, 10 codes, Q codes, and even a little bit about some CB slang. First off, we'll talk about the phonetic alphabet. You got your new radio all set up and you're sandbagging. That's not sandbagging. That's sandbagging. So you got your first lesson in CB slang. Sandbagging is when you listen to others talking on the radio. So you're sandbagging on channel 14 when you suddenly hear, break channel 14, this is Raccoon. That's Romeo, Alpha, Charlie, Charlie, Oscar, Oscar, November. Is anyone listening? What you just heard was the phonetic alphabet. The phonetic alphabet is a series of words used to describe each letter of the alphabet when you're talking on the radio. Whether it's local or distant, because it helps to clarify what you're saying to each other when the conditions make it hard to understand each other. So when you heard, that's Romeo, Alpha, Charlie, Charlie, Oscar, Oscar, November, Raccoon was using the phonetic alphabet to spell his CB handle. R A C C O O N. Raccoon. This is a list of the phonetic alphabet. I will be leaving a link in the description below so that you can go download it and study it so that you can learn the phonetic alphabet. Next are the 10 codes. So you're sandbagging channel 19 when you hear,
come on, Rick. Yeah, that was just a little experimental test input. 10 on that, 10 on that. Oh, now you sound much different, don't you?
You just heard two fellow CB operators using 10 codes. And the most common one at that, 10-4. You heard 10-4 used as a question and as a reply. 10-4 means OK or message received. But usually on the CB you hear people using 10-4 as a question, a reply, a confirmation, or, as it was originally meant, as okay. So what are 10 codes? 10 codes are codes used to represent common phrases in voice communication, particularly by law enforcement and in citizens band, or the CB, radio transmissions. This is a list of 68 of the more common 10 codes you might hear when sandbagging on the CB. I will leave a link in the description below so that you can download it and study it and learn the 10 codes. Please keep in mind that your 10 codes may vary in different areas of the country. Now we'll talk about Q codes. So what are Q codes, you might ask? Q codes are a standardized collection of 3-letter codes that each start with the letter Q. It was originally developed for commercial use and later on adopted by other radio services, especially amateur radio. When you are sandbagging on the CB, you will more commonly hear Q codes being used on upper or lower sideband. And Q codes are also used on ham radio. You will hear the same Q codes for both bands. When you're sandbagging on 38 lower sideband and listening to the skip rolling in, you will more commonly hear terms like QRM, which means I am being interfered with, or QRN, which means conditions are bad. And the more common one, which is QSY, which means let's change frequencies. That's what somebody will ask you to do if they want to go to a different frequency to talk with you. This is a list of some of the more common Q codes that you will hear when you are listening. I will leave a link in the description below so that you will be able to download this list of Q codes and study it. Next up, we will talk a little bit about some of the more common CB slang that you may hear while sandbagging on the radio. And listening to those truckers that are driving down the road. First up is the term Smokey Bear, or sometimes just referred to as a bear, or in either instance, both mean the same. There is a cop or a police officer somewhere in the area. Then next is handle, which is what your CB name is. Someone may ask you what your handle is. They want to know what you call yourself on the CB. Then next is 73s, which means best regards. That's what CBers say to one another when they're done talking. And then last is break. That's someone that's asking to join in on the conversation. Well, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, then please hit the thumbs up to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And please hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video to the channel. And thanks for watching.